Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Unfortunately, Solana continues to move only sideways. There isn't too much new stuff to talk about. I wish I had some exciting news. I'm sure they'll come. I'm sure something is going to happen soon. Whenever sentiment gets very, I don't want to say it's not really bearish, but people are getting really bored. And that's typical for these corrections in crypto. I mean, they really bore you out. And, we've had that in recent months again and again. Normally, people after 4 weeks of sideways action, people get really bored and start to switch off. And that's typically when then the market does something, again, very interesting and some decisive movements. But that's been like that for a long time now. So we get these aggressive movements and then we get like weeks of sideways consolidation, which is really boring. And we've seen that here as well. I mean, Solana has been in this correction now since the round about 19th of January, so nearly 4 weeks now. And really nothing exciting has happened. This correction was meant to play out. Yes, we've nearly retraced to the January lows again, but we haven't broken the January lows. But you can see that most of this rally has been sold off again. Again, re-emphasizing what I always say. You need to have a clear profit-taking schedule or scheme when trading cryptos. It is so important. Otherwise, you're just trading this move up, right? And then you're waiting and hoping for it to go up higher, and you lose all your profits again. And then maybe down here you make a bad decision. You sell because you want to get a little bit of profit just before you get stopped out, and then it starts to move. So you need to have that profit-taking scheme in place. Very important. And it just mirrors what I always say, that with altcoins you can't necessarily rely on the development of 5-wave movements to the upside. Again, this was a 3-wave move, but I expected it to be a 3-wave move because it's probably only the A wave here of a larger 5th wave. Talked about that. This here might have been the B wave correction into the February lows, and we might have started the C wave up. But if we started the C wave up, there's nothing that would strongly suggest it at the moment. I'm showing you a couple of pathways higher as per Elliott wave analysis, but they are not high confidence. What they do, they give us an invalidation point. And if indeed the next move up has started, then this here could have been the wave 1. Then the pullback could have been the wave 2 here into the February lows, yeah, or let's say the last swing low. The February low is actually down here around $177, whereas yellow wave 2 here bottomed just a few days ago around $187.30. So this is really the key level that needs to hold to keep the bullish scenario intact, the short-term bullish one. But from that low, price action has been really only corrective in nature. So there hasn't really been any impulse to the upside. So it doesn't really look like a third wave. But I cannot rule out that it is a third wave, because the third wave would also unfold as an ABC structure, because the wave 1 is an ABC. So you see the difficulty here. It will likely take a while before we can really confirm something. But until then, you have some clear levels to watch, like especially here, $187.30. Below that level, the idea of a 1-2 setup or any other bullish move will be invalidated, okay? And then we need to consider that maybe the wave 4, that presumably bottomed on the 13th of January, that this wave 4 is still unfolding, just that we might just need one more marginally lower low. Now you might ask, okay, where could then the price find support? Now, next support would be around $163. Now, of course, there are some micro support levels here, 185. Then we've got the February low, right? But the overall key support level for a larger degree wave 4 is located around $163. That would naturally be the next key level to watch then for a wave 4. But below $163, I have to say, it's not going to look good for the bulls, because this would be too deep for a wave 4, which would make it more likely that something more bearish is playing out. And below 163, 162, let's say the trapdoor opens, possible for a test of the August lows around 100 to $110, yeah. So for now, on the shorter time frame, the main focus is on whether the bulls can hold that last swing low that formed here around $187.30. But regardless of what's happening here, there is currently no confirmation that a substantial low has formed. So that's making it so difficult at the moment. For the last few days, I've been telling you that we don't really have any, let's say, any evidence that the next rally has started. Can't rule out another low. Now, that might not be very helpful to you, but I can tell you this is also an important outcome from the analysis because it prepared you to be on the side of caution that we don't really have a low in place. At least it's not very clear, even though the price is in an area where a low could form, but it hasn't started the next move up. So we're still dealing with corrective price action. Typically, when we're dealing with price action like that, it means it's wise to emphasize and focus on capital preservation. Yeah, that's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, if you're interested in additional content, make sure that you follow us on our new channel, MCO Global. It's going to be the new main channel. Here we cover additional content, in-depth analysis. For example, a couple of days ago, or yesterday actually, I talked about the concept of an altcoin season. What do we need to see on a, let's say, macro level for it to possibly start, or what could be the triggers at least? Today I covered silver, I covered Coinbase a few days ago, Trump's tariffs and things like that. So if you're interested in that, there will also be interviews, guests, and so on. It's a space where people should come together. So that's the MCO Global channel. It's linked in the description. And then have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.